Hello everybody, welcome back to the James Lawrence Allcott channel. It's been far too long since me and you had a conversation, so that is what we're going to do right here, right now. And this is going to be a very revealing video, as you can see from the title of this one. And how did it happen? Why are you revealing the Qatar logo? I'll tell you why. Someone got on the blower. A little guy by the name of Gianni Infantini. You know, the head of FIFA. He goes, Jimbo, what a go on? I said, been bloody brilliant. How have you been? How's the wife? Lena Allcott Infantino. He said, oh, she's brilliant. I said, what about the kids? Lena, no, Alicia, Sabrina, Shania, Serena and Dahlia Nora. He said, they are absolutely fine. Thank you so much for asking me. But enough of those pleasantries. Let's get down to business. I said, what is it, Gianni? He said, no one loves the World Cup more than you. I said, you're right. He said, do you think we'll win it this time? I said, I'll tell you, we got a chance with that squad. Some exciting players there. He said, anyway, I would like you, James Allcott, James Lawrence Allcott of the James Lawrence Allcott channel, I'd like you to reveal the new logo for the Qatar World Cup. I said, Gianni, I'd love to, but if I can, I'd like to take a little walk down memory lane as I do so. Why don't you do one of those ranking tier lists that everyone's doing right now? You know, the one that you jumped on the back on a couple of months ago and has done quite well on the channel. I said, Gianni, that is a belter of an idea. I might just take you up on that one. He said, James, it's been great to talk to you, but I'm pretty sure this long-winded sketch is going to affect the retention of the video. I said, that's a good point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through every single World Cup emblem from 1930 to 2018 and I'm going to rank them because some have really stood the test of time. The nostalgia is incredible and I want you guys to let me know what you think about these emblems and what are the first things you think of when you see them as we go along. But before we get into that tier list, let me reveal to you the brand new emblem for the Qatar 2022 World Cup. I know what you're thinking, guys, I am too. The design embodies the vision of an event that connects and engages the entire world, while also featuring striking elements of local and regional Arab culture and allusions to the beautiful game. Besides echoing the shape of the iconic FIFA World Cup trophy, the emblem's central form takes inspiration from a traditional woolen shawl. During winter months, shawls are worn around the world, and in the Arab and Gulf region in particular. The typography chosen to accompany the emblem reimagines traditional Arabic calligraphy in a new contemporary font, taking inspiration from the region and Asia and fusing tradition with modernity. This is the emblem for the first FIFA World Cup in the Arab world, which of course will kick off on the 21st of November 2022. So looking at the emblem, I think they've thought it through. I like the flow of the shawl. I think it makes it very distinct to the Arab world. It seems really cool. The element of the infinity in the figure eight is something that's very important to a lot of people. So I think that's a nice little touch as well. And the big thing for me, which you might see as we go on into this tier list, is that you've got to get some kind of symbolism of the World Cup, of the trophy. So for me, I think it's a decent emblem. So onto the tier list, and I've given it 5 different categories. Let me know what you think of the categories. Often it can be controversial, but this is what I've gone with. Initially, at the bottom level, I've gone, come on, guys. Because some of these, I know it's before computers and things like that. Maybe I've not totally got their vision, but for me, it's a come on, guys. I need more is the next tier. It might have some nice touches, but for me, it's got some misplaced touches as well, and therefore, I just need a bit more from it. Of course, we've got to have, it's good, but no feels. So it's good, it looks right, it ticks a lot of the boxes of criteria that I don't even know just yet, but we're about to find out. But it's not giving me the feels. That's a big thing about the World Cup. You know me, guys. I'm about the feels. So it's good, but no feels. Next one, of course, feels. And then World Cup winning. Has it got it all? Is it giving me nostalgia? Do I get what they're trying to get across? Has it lasted the test of time? Right, let's kick off with 1930 in Uruguay, of course. You've got a blank page. It's tough, isn't it? You got, where do you go with it? Look, let's be honest, it's 1930, I know, but there was good artwork before 1930 and certainly after as well, which you're about to see. For me, the arms are a bit long. God knows what's going on with his vertebrae. Struggling with hair, that's fine, I can get past that. No eyes or smile or face or mouth or nose or hand, well, sort of hands, but really it's fingers. Essentially looks more like they're holding a sort of large biscuit than a football. We move down to the font. It's a bit squishy. I'm all for interesting concepts, but for me it's not working. If it needs more, it could be I need more if I understood where they were going with it. We move into 1934 and people are starting to get grips with the bodily form, and this is much better. Very traditional. You can imagine this in an arcade game. Looks like a really nice program. You're trying to get some of the other countries involved, which highlights that this is loads of different countries coming together. They've looked at the Uruguay World Cup emblem and gone, something's not right with those arms. And they've gone to draw it themselves, and I wonder if they've struggled as well. So that's what they've done here. They've cut the arms off. Very clever. Italians, I expected nothing less. They know what they're doing down there, especially back in 1934. I think we can all agree with that. And it's given me those emotions of football. It's traditional, it's nice, you know what it's about, and it gets across that it's from Italy. We move on. Italy won it in 1934. The next time it was hosted in France in 1938, and Italy bagged it again. Won the World Cup again, beating a brilliant Hungarian side that everyone had expected to win. Everyone expected to wipe the floor, but they couldn't do it. But was it a World Cup winning emblem? It feels like it's straight out of The Apprentice. I like the idea of world domination. That's what they're trying to get here. I like the font. I do. I like the little feet, but I need more. The background as well. You've gone with watercolors there. I think I need a bit more punch for my emblem. I really like this one. It's a bit cartoony. We're moving into the 50s now. Again, no one seems to want to put an entire footballer into the World Cup emblem, and that's fine. I like this one though. It was in Brazil, of course. Brazil went all the way to the final, were expected to win the whole thing, but Uruguay shocked the world, winning their second World Cup, winning 2-1. I like the old school football boots. It feels traditional. It's giving me the feels. It's not just good, it's feels. Again, for me, taste-wise, very similar to 1934, and it works. It just works. To Switzerland, 1954. We're on the right track. We've seen a foot, we've seen a leg, we've seen torso, we've seen a torso without arms. Surely this is the year. Here we go. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's just, I'm not going to go into it too much, but it's quite a simple, come on guys. It's the shadow of a human being. I'll take it for now. But maybe I'm on the wrong track here. Maybe I'm being too linear with my thinking. I need to move it forward. This feels like it's not... It's okay. It's fine. You've got the flags. You've got the understanding of the World Cup. You've got the understanding of football. You're trying to get it across a different language. In football. I need more. It's good, but I just need a little bit more. Actually, do you know what? It is good. So it's good, but no feels for me. Chile, 1962, and they go for a little bit of an abstract yet minimal feel. I'm enjoying the turquoise, and for me, when I look at that, it's the world and the football together, almost kissing. Very sweet. The world, of course, is bigger than football, but they are aligned together, and they do, once in a while, have a little peck on the cheek and show tactile love to each other, but only once every 4 years. But there's a lot of dead space. Again, I probably need a little bit more. Is it good? From an abstract point of view, yes, but I do need more. 1966. I am biased, of course, because I am English and I would like us to win something. Maybe it's just a theme of the 60s. Got a lot of dead space in there. Gotta love a bit of World Cup Willie. We got our first mascot there coming to the fray, put him in front and centre, which was a brave call, and we won that World Cup. So I'm gonna put that. I wasn't there though, so nostalgia-wise, it's hurting it. It's not even giving me the feels. It does give me a bit of feels because it gives me the opportunity and possibility of England winning again. I'm giving it feels. I'm giving it feels. Say what you want. Now, when it comes to nostalgia, when it comes to a great emblem, Mexico 1970. This is so simple, and it's the font there. When I see that, I think of football. I think of 70s football. I think of retro football, and it's giving me the feels. And so it's World Cup winning. I don't know where else I can put it. That's so good. I don't know why it's good. I don't know if you can explain to me why it is good, but I think 1970 is a World Cup that I think stays in a lot of people's minds, even people who just love the game and look at the history of the game. For me, obviously, it wasn't about 1970, but there's some kind of magic around it, and that emblem there, bizarrely, gives me the feels. It was in Germany, And I'm not even going to mess about. Come on, guys. It looks like the logo for a radio station. I'm half expecting to see James Bond in the middle bit. Argentina 78, they've picked up on a lot of the things that I think people probably went on to love about Mexico 70 and their emblem. Very simple branding. You've got the World Cup symbolism for the first time with the hands over a ball. It's that traditional football that we don't really see. We've never really played with those kind of footballs, but in terms of nostalgia and the understanding of what you see as a football, that is really good. I like it a lot. It's given me the feels. It's possibly even World Cup winning. Just feels for now. We carry on. 1982, the World Cup in España. This is really like an old school arcade game. You've got the Spanish flag there. It's okay. Somehow, despite being really similar to the Argentinian emblem, feels a bit like it needs something more. But it's good, but I'm just not getting the feels on it. 1986, right. Getting close to my era now. Mexico again doing what they do best, getting the typography right, the font right. Maybe it's the worlds to the side of it. It's good, but there's no feels. There's no feels. 1990. I feel like the branding of Italia 90 was something really, really special. The World Cup itself was okay, but I think for me, in my mind, those little pockets of arcades when I'm like 5, 6 years old, they all had that kind of that branding and that look that Italia 90 has. Again, this is probably just my taste, but there's something really special about the Italia 90 and it being really simple. They're carrying on with that theme. And also, can we just quickly see the logo? Somehow this works. Somehow this stick man thing works. I don't know why, but it does. It's good. It's giving me the feels. It's close to World Cup winning. I think it is. There's something about that. World Cup 1994. Now, this is the first one I can properly remember. So the branding is really, really special to me. And actually, as I speak about it and look at it, the World Cup 94 brings back so many memories. The big one for me, I would say, is Leonardo. Leonardo's elbow. I remember staying up really late to watch, I think it was a second round game, and it was against the USA, and he gave an elbow to someone. There was no need for it, and I hadn't, like, as a kid, I hadn't seen that kind of violence. Some people might think that needs a little bit more, but for me, that's just really special. It's got that American vibe to it as well. Is it any better than España when you put it next to it, though? Is it any better than Argentina? I'm going to leave it. It gives me feels. The World Cup 1994 gives me feels. Romario, Bebeto doing the arms. So much. And I just remember England not being there and thinking, God, why? France 1998. What a World Cup. Some of the goals. Dennis Bergkamp. Incredible. And also the Road to World Cup on FIFA. That's what I see when I see the France 98 emblem. Let me know in the comments below what you see when you see some of these emblems. What are the words? What are the memories? It's so visceral. I love the World Cup. Love it. Also, the big thing I've remembered from France 1998 was the ball. The ball had this like padding. It was the first time it had padding. And those balls were so good. So good. It's not got the World Cup symbolism, but it is. It's World Cup winning. It is. It's World Cup winning. It's so good. When I think of World Cup 2002, I think of the early kickoffs to the games. I remember England going out to Brazil, and it was a really early game, and then the game finished, and I was like, what am I supposed to do with myself? Got the World Cup in there, which I like. The colouring I don't totally understand. That Korea and Japan next to each other, I really, really remember that. It's good. It is good, but I'm not getting any feels from it. Maybe that's unfair. Let me know in the comments below. Germany 2006. I remember the Brazil team just being far too good. There's a Zidane headbutt. That great Germany side. And Grosso. Grosso's goal. And Pirlo's pass. Wow. Maybe I'm being totally unfair because you've got World Cup Willie right up there in feels. And that's a mascot. And they're kind of trying to get across the mascots there front and centre. Doesn't totally work for me. So is it a come on, guys? I think they're trying. I just haven't got it. I need more. On to South Africa 2010, and there's just one name that pops into my head straight away. Asamoah Gyan missing the penalty against Uruguay. For an African World Cup to see that great Ghana side get as far as they did, play as well as they did. And they would have had such a good chance. They would have played an okay Netherlands side in the semi-finals, and they could have got themselves to a World Cup final. I'm getting the feels. You could say I need a bit more. I think I do. I need a little bit more from that. I have no idea why, but I do. Then on to 2014, James Rodriguez, Brazil, playing good football up until they got to the semi-final where they got taught a lesson by Germany, 7-1. I remember my friend Craig just kept saying afterwards, 7-1. Let me know what you're thinking. What goes through your mind as soon as you see this World Cup logo? I think this is a really good one. You've got the trophy involved, but it's intertwined in a really nice way. I'm going to put it just underneath World Cup winning. I think it's good. It feels for me. And last up, it was the World Cup that England needed. It was the World Cup that brought us all back together again. And now we look forward to Qatar 2022 and we can see a team that could actually do something. When it comes to the emblem, I think this is one where I'll have to look back on this in another 10 years. But at the moment, I like it. Does it give me the feels? It's good, but it's not giving me the feels. I don't know why. Maybe it's all a bit too close. It's still a bit raw. But I'm putting it there. So there you have it. That is my tier list for every single World Cup emblem since 1930. The Qatar logo has now been revealed. I think it's great. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Where would that rank on here? I hope you enjoyed this video. If there are other tier lists that you would like me to do, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think England can do in the next World Cup in Qatar 2022. And I will see you guys very soon.